When will comedians figure out that joking about things that you don't understand even a little bit isn't funny? And that resorting to bigotry as a punchline is lazy and hacky? Pandering to the lowest common denominator of people that like comedy, old white bigots.
Dave Chappelle has released a new Netflix special, and it is 100% anti-woke jokes. The left has no idea what to do with this guy, and I am here for every single minute of it, all right? I'm going to tell you right now, you watch this special, and it's where comedy should be. It is in a place where you should be able to speak freely about whatever it is and make fun of whatever it is that you want. And it's so interesting to watch how, when you even watch the Netflix special, Dave, in his articulate mastery through comedy, makes the point many times, and I'm going to get to this tonight, many times that he's not even specifically attacking the community for the sake of attacking the community. He's actually making the jokes to prove a point that he makes throughout the whole special. If you guys haven't watched it, I'm talking about Dave Chappelle's new Netflix special titled The Closer. And it's got a bunch of jokes in it that are politically incorrect, but good, because that's where we need to be right now. But we're going to get into that tonight. So welcome to Drew Hernandez Live. My name is Drew Hernandez, hopefully one of your favorite podcast hosts here on YouTube. If you guys can do me a huge favor and subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification and toggle on the all selection. And also, it's up to you guys to get this transmission out right now. So right now, while I'm doing these quick little announcements, share the link. Share the link right now on your Gab, on your Twitter, on your Parler, on your Getter, wherever you social media. Just get the links out right now. Let's get as many people as we can into this stream. And also, if you would like to support this show and support my channel, obviously it's extremely hard to monetize on YouTube here on this channel. So the way people like to support me is they leave a super chat, whether now, in the middle of the show, or at the end of the show. That is how you can support me, guys. I am 100% supported by the people, we the people. That is you, my people. So also, guys, if you'd like to support me, drop a one-time donation. The link is in the description below through Venmo, PayPal, Cash App on my website. You guys can just click that and do that. A lot of people like doing that as well. Or go cop a t-shirt on the merch store. Link is in the description as well. Or shout out to the DH Alliance. For as low as $5 a month, you can become a monthly supporter to this show and this channel right now, tonight. And shout out to every single one of you that are supporting me monthly. Thank you guys so much. We truly appreciate it. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. And like I said, guys, smash that like button, destroy that like button. But overall, share the link right now wherever you could post a link, because this is going to be fun. You guys know me. I don't care. I say whatever I have to say, and I will say whatever I want to say for as long as YouTube leaves me on this platform. They've deboosted me, they've shadow banned me, they've throttled my channel, whatever. That's because I'm doing something right, but according to them, it's wrong. But what I love about this new this articulate mastery from Dave Chappelle, okay? Dave Chappelle, you can't really put him in a box, okay? Because in one special, he'll be targeting Candace Owens, and he'll be targeting and attacking Candace Owens and telling his base to get behind George Floyd. But at the same time, another special, he's going after the alphabet people, aka the LGBTQI whatever XYZ community, right? So, but what you need to understand about comedy is, and I tell this about conservatives as well, is don't get so triggered over someone speaking out against what you believe. Comedy is completely off limits. If you've ever watched comedy in for as far back as you can go, nothing was off limits. Not even the president of the United States, politicians, Republican, Democrat, never mattered. Nobody was untouched unless you lived in a authoritarian regime like Nazi Germany or communist North Korea, where you cannot speak out against the regime in any way, shape, or form. That's kind of where we're going. But comedy in the United States of America has always been just a breath of fresh air, a relief valve that people would go to escape the realities of life or escape the hardships of life, to just go and watch and get a laugh because their favorite comedian is talking crap about stuff that's actually going on in the real world. I remember a time, because I'm a young man, I'm going to speak as a millennial. I remember a time, do you guys remember the golden age of YouTube, right? The 2000s. I would say maybe 2000 to 2000 and maybe around 2008-ish. Those golden years of YouTube. You guys remember where everything on YouTube was totally politically incorrect? The stuff that was on YouTube then would never even be considered to be allowed on YouTube today. The most hilarious stuff you could find, the most politically incorrect videos you could find running around YouTube, and it was hilarious. I mean, if you couldn't find it on YouTube, you'd go download it on LimeWire. And if you could find it on LimeWire, you would download it from LimeWire and you'd put it on YouTube so the world could enjoy, okay? I remember comedy. You guys remember George Lopez built a career off of racial stereotypes, making fun of Mexicans, making fun of black people, making fun of white people, making fun of Asians. But all of a sudden, George Lopez is this useful idiot, woke general, as I could say right now, that just hates Donald Trump and just thinks everything is racist all of a sudden, even though his career was built on racial jokes and ripping into stereotypes about white people, black people, all people. I remember the time where comedians would make fun of politicians, the Democrats and the Republicans, where SNL was just ripping on everybody. They still do, but they still got a political agenda, and it's just not the same because everybody gets freaking triggered. And it was just a joke. It was just funny. It's funny. It made me laugh. If I was watching comedy that had racial stereotypes in it, it didn't turn me into a racist, okay? It was just funny. Whether it had to do with sex, race, gender, whatever, anything. But you know, now we're living in the middle of the woke time. We're living in the middle of the hive mind where cultural Marxism is invading everything. Political correctness is destroying literally everything. It's destroyed Disney. It's destroyed the music industry. It's destroyed movies, art, television. It's destroyed education, obviously. It's destroyed politics, where nobody could even have a difference of political opinion anymore without it getting very tribalized and aggressive very quickly. And now here we are in 2021, where jokes are going too far. Where if you make a joke about someone that is considered to be marginalized or the minority, whether because of skin color or gender, sex, whatever, people are calling for them to be canceled, deplatformed, and taken off the airwaves, whether it's the internet, radio, Netflix, doesn't matter. This is where you are. You are right here, right now. Where comedy, people have been so desensitized to actually realize and see where we are. Where comedy is now becoming targeted for going too far because it's too offensive. It's going to hurt people. Don't you think it's interesting how all of these SJWs and the hive mind, the woke tards, and all these people are so self-righteous? The fact checkers want nothing but truth. The fact checkers want nothing but righteousness and treating people kindly on the internet. Where did that self-righteousness come from? It's a cult. These people have their own self-righteous, self-imposed religion that they post on other people, that they impose on other people. And if you don't talk the right way, if you say the wrong things, then you get absolutely canceled, sent into oblivion, and there's no forgiveness for you. That's their religion. But comedy, of all things, like God knows how South Park still exists today. God knows how Family Guy still exists today. That's next. Because what happens with the hive mind is whatever the regime is and anything that speaks out against it, whether you're making a joke or whether you're being aggressive against it or whether you're speaking out against it to put a stop to it, freedom of speech is being suppressed. And this is what you see in authoritarian, totalitarian regimes. And you're seeing it right now in the United States of America with comedy. Something that puts a smile on your face, that makes you laugh. Something that is an art form that is obviously mainstream and popular, but at the same time, there's a lot of truth. In my opinion, some of the best comedy, I'm not a comedian. Some people say, hey, you're actually pretty funny. You say some pretty funny things on your show, but I don't consider myself a comedian. But growing up watching comedy, watching, all the greats from Chris Rock to you name it, all the way down. Chris Rock, David Spade, that whole generation, right? Norman, all of them. You can name so many great comedians. Conan O'Brien, and from late night all the way down, right? One thing that I always thought was the best comedy was stuff that was true. The best. It's the best. I don't care who was saying it, but whoever was speaking the truth was the funniest person on the stage. Because why? Anyone that says something, whether it's comedic or whether it's preaching or whether it's a speech or whether it's an intellectual lecture, whatever it is, anyone that's saying something that can get you to turn around and say, that's so true, is spot on. And I think the best comedy in the universe is the comedy that makes me laugh and turn around and say, that is so true. That is so true. What do you guys think in the comment section below? I guess the point I'm trying to make is that's dead. It's dying. It's dying. The cultural Marxists don't want truth. They want their own version of truth. They want their own pre-approved narrative that's truth to be portrayed. Because right now, you could say the absolute truth about black people. You can say the absolute truth about brown people, Mexicans, Hispanics. You can say the absolute truth about homosexuals, transsexuals. It doesn't matter. You say the truth, and it's too true for them. So it offends them, so they want to silence it and cancel it. The stuff Dave Chappelle is saying in this new Netflix special is completely true. The points he's making, saying, how does Bruce Jenner get to change their gender quicker than a black man can change his name? That is damn true. It's like, and then he's saying things in his special like, how is it that the LGBTQ movement's civil rights movement is getting off the ground and more successful than the black civil rights movement in the United States of America? Why is that happening? That's true. Like, come on. And he's doing it in a form of comedy, but it's too true for these people. And since it's too true, it offends them, and they want to destroy it, silence it, suppress it, cancel it. But one thing, children, one thing you need to know about Dave Chappelle, okay? It's not that he's high, lofty, and powerful, because he even admits in the special, there's people that have been canceled that are more powerful than I am. That's not the factor here. Dave Chappelle has already walked away from tens of millions of dollars from Hollywood because he saw who Hollywood was and what Hollywood was doing. This is a man that has already canceled Hollywood himself. How can you cancel a man that's already canceled you, bro? That ain't gonna happen. You can't cancel Dave Chappelle because Dave Chappelle has already canceled all of y'all. He's already done it. Why do you think he did this special? Do you think he's unaware that the cancel mob, the hive mind, is out there foaming at the mouth, ready to just destroy a black man's career because he says the wrong things? Of course he is. You think he's that stupid? He does this because he has a platform. He does this because he's already canceled Hollywood once before, but he does this to prove a point that what he is saying is true. And if people would actually listen to the damn special, what he's saying is, I'm not your enemy. I'm trying to give you some nuance as to who you guys really are. Oh, but the LGBTQ community doesn't want to even acknowledge that. For those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, let's get this up. If you haven't watched this by now, you need to. Dave Chappelle, this is from the NPR. Dave Chappelle, Punchlines Are Dares. His new special, The Closer, goes too far. This is an article, somewhat reaction review article written by the NPR. totally just slandering the guy, doesn't acknowledge the things that were said in it, only the bad that they claim to be transphobic, homophobic, the list goes on, and even misogynistic. Nobody can make a joke anymore. Dave Chappelle does not make it easy. He is one of the most brilliant stand-up comics in the business, but he also makes a sport of challenging his audience. Oh, God forbid anybody does that. Putting ideas in front of them that he knows are uncomfortable and unplatable to those invested in modern notions of how to talk about feminism, gender, sexual orientation, and race. So you see, there's already a pre-approved way that you're supposed to talk about these things. You're supposed to baby feed these hot button issues to these communities. You're supposed to you're not supposed to present this in a controversial way. You're supposed to present this in a way that is very pampered and caring. There's a way you can speak. You see how these people start to dictate not only what you can say, but how you're supposed to say what they want you to say? Hive mind, communists. Sometimes he does it to make a larger point, but at times, especially during his latest special for Netflix, The Closer, he also seems to have a daredevil's relish for going to dangerous places out on stage and eventually winning his audience over, regardless of what he's actually saying. It's interesting because these people are more pissed off that people actually love it. It's not so much that Dave is saying some crazy stuff that's politically incorrect, but he's saying stuff that's getting thousands of applause. That's what it is. You want to know why? Because people don't give a damn anymore. They just want to laugh. It's funny. Get over it. Move on. How dare you say that? This is destroying people's lives. My gosh, you're not the only ones on the face of planet Earth that are having to live hard lives. And that's the point he's trying to make in the series. I'll get to that as well. But this article is pretty interesting, but there's some stuff in here that is just shocking. Even the adoring audience in Detroit took a breath on that one. Here's one of the jokes. Where is it? Coming from Chappelle, a joke like that felt like a dare. He knows in the moment that such a punchline will briefly, just talking about one of his jokes. And the message Chappelle has for those who have criticized him about transphobic, homophobic, or any other phobic joke seems to be race trumps all. This idea surfaces when he talks about rapper DaBaby, who was pillared publicly for making homophobic comments during a concert in July. Chappelle jokes that DaBaby punched the LGBTQ community right in the AIDS, before recalling a 2018 incident in which the rapper was involved in a fight inside a North Carolina Walmart where another person was shot and killed. Chappelle said, "In our country, you can shoot and kill a NIGGA," Chappelle says, "but you better not hurt a gay person's feelings." That's so true, right? It's you cannot hurt a gay person or a trans person's feelings without the entire country going aflames. Like, what is wrong with you? It's funny because the point he's trying to make, let's take this down real quick. The point he tries to make in this special is that exactly. And the point that is made is these people claim to be such strong-willed people, but you say one thing wrong, you hurt their feelings, you're done. Yeah, some powerful movement you got there where I can't say one thing that offends you and you just lose your mind. It's pathetic. It's truly pathetic. It really is. It's pathetic. It is. Like, seriously. Let's get this back up. In The Closer, Chappelle eventually says he's jealous of the progress the gay rights movement has made in America. He said, "If slaves had oil and booty shorts on, we might have been free 100 years sooner." All right. Like, what? Okay. I don't even understand how gay people don't laugh at that. Like, come on, just laugh. What's the big deal? Oh my gosh. But here it is. Here it is. Let's listen to the writer's logic here. But lines like that assume that the struggle over oppression is a zero-sum game. That because some gay people have access to white privilege in America, all their concerns about stereotyping and marginalization are hollow and subordinate to what black people face. So basically he's saying Dave Chappelle's too stupid, and he actually thinks that black people's struggles are worse than gay people's. That's what these people are saying. It ignores the fact that there are plenty of non-white gay people who face oppression for both their sexual orientation and their race. And of course, opposing these public statements of homophobia isn't just about making gay people feel better. It's about keeping the anger and prejudice behind those words from becoming widely acceptable or turning into action. Do you see how they suppress speech? You're not allowed to say anything anymore. These people live in such fear. It's crazy how they accuse homophobe. You're scared of me. You're scared of me. Nah, bro, you're scared of me. That's what this is about. You're scared of us. Everybody drop a us in the comment section below. Now, look what this goes on to say. Too often in the closer, this is where we are now, guys, okay? Too often in the closer, it just sounds like Chappelle is using white privilege to excuse his own homophobia and transphobia. Let me read that one more time. Too often in the closer, it just sounds like Chappelle is using white privilege to excuse his own homophobia and transphobia. Let's take this down. You see, this is exactly where we are now. You see what I'm saying? Right here is where they want people to accept their delusions. We saw this with Larry Elder. You guys remember that? Remember when Larry Elder was being smeared in California when he was running for governor? He could have been the first black governor of the state of California in United States history. But what did the LA Times come out and call Larry Elder? The black face of white supremacy. The black face of white supremacy. So now Dave Chappelle, another black man, a very successful rock star, superstar, is coming out and saying things that is not approved for black people to say, according to the left. Predominantly what a lot of white liberals say. It's always white liberals, right? Always the white liberals. The real racists, the real white supremacists. The ones that dictate what black people can actually say. And dictate what side black people should and can be on to be accepted and not be canceled. The white liberals always say, you must be on the left and you must be a Marxist and you must say what we approve for you. Otherwise, you'll be called a white supremacist, even though you're black. So here we are now. Dave Chappelle is being accused of using white privilege to excuse his homophobia and transphobia. Do you see how desperate these people have become? You have to be a mindless hive mind woke-tard. No mind, no discernment, no ability to think for yourself to believe that Dave Chappelle, a black man, is using white privilege? So let me get this straight. I thought that black people were victims of white privilege in this country, to where they cannot progress or gain any kind of generational wealth or gain any kind of platform that goes beyond that. White people control the music industry and white people control the movie industry and white people control the comedy industry. They control everything. The hegemony are the whites. They control it all. They control all the wealth. It's all them. So how the hell is Dave Chappelle, arguably one of the greatest comedians of all time, wealthy beyond multiple lifetimes? How is it that Dave Chappelle, a successful black man that is on a stage, everything that these people want, now being accused of having white privilege? Why? Because yes, it doesn't fit the narrative, but at the same time, it's deeper than that. The racist white liberals on the left, they dictate what a black man really is. If a black man has wrong think, that black man should not have a platform. Who are the real racists here? Because listen, me, myself, a constitutionalist, a conservative, I come out and say, let the man say what he wants and let the hearers decide. But the radical left and all the white liberals say, that black man is thinking wrong. He is using white privilege. Cancel him and destroy his life. Oh, and we're the racists. It's unbelievable. You have to be an idiot, my friends. These people expect you to be low IQ morons, lemmings, to believe that Larry Elder is a white supremacist. These people expect you to be absolutely void of thinking, to actually believe that Dave Chappelle is using white privilege. You have to deny reality to believe that. You literally have to deny reality to believe that. You might ask yourself, how is it that these people come to these conclusions? Well, I'll give you an example. TikTok and all the color-haired weirdos are not taking it well. Take a look.
When will comedians figure out that joking about things that you don't understand even a little bit isn't funny? And that resorting to bigotry as a punchline is lazy and hacky?
Did this white liberal just call a black man lazy? You see what I'm saying? Can you imagine if a Trump supporter came out with a MAGA hat on and publicly said, that guy, that black guy, he's a lazy black guy. You see where I'm going with this?
Dave Chappelle is just like Louis C.K., pandering to the lowest common denominator of people that like comedy, old white bigots.
So according to this guy, people that like comedy are only old white bigots. So if you're black, you're not allowed to like comedy, even if you're Kevin Hart. You see how these people just erase black people? You see how they just erase successful black people? If you like comedy, you got to be an old white bigot. You can't be Hispanic like me. You can't even be George Lopez. How many Hispanic, black, people of color comedians can you think of right now? You see what I'm saying? You see how these white liberals, they dictate? They dictate. Only if you're an old, if you're an old whitey, an old white bigot, can you enjoy comedy? These people are the real racists, my friend.
The only difference is Louis C.K.'s transphobic, bigoted jokes were a desperate attempt to gain boomer fans after he had lost all of his young hip fans because of his reprehensible behavior. So what's Dave Chappelle's excuse? He doesn't have one. He's just a bigot. Pretty ridiculous that a comedian who got famous making jokes about bigoted people, calling out harmful stereotypes, then uses those harmful stereotypes to make trans people the butt of a joke that isn't even funny or clever or creative or original.
So apparently Dave Chappelle isn't funny anymore. One of the greatest comedians of all time. Black is not clever, according to this white liberal, is not creative, and Dave Chappelle is an unoriginal black man. Do you see how these people are? These people are the ones that take down minorities. It's them. Because if the minority has the wrong think, you're not approved. These people don't even realize they're the real freaking discriminative racists.
Dave Chappelle sold out. He knew he would make a lot of money if he just said things that bigots agree with. He's a has-been.
Do you see how stupid this guy is? Dave Chappelle walked away from a multi-million-dollar deal, walked away from Hollywood because he didn't believe in who Hollywood was and what Hollywood stood for. These people don't even know history. They're void. He doesn't even know who Dave Chappelle is or what he's done in his life. Dave Chappelle's career has been to highlight racism against the black community, but would make fun of it. Make fun of it. I miss those days. It's funny, isn't it? In 2020, black people are oppressed. 2021, black people are using white privilege. Make it make sense, guys. Make it make sense. This is just 1 year later. You see how quickly the radical left just juggles with blacks? Juggles them. We need them here. Just juggles. These people mean nothing to you guys. They mean, if you may think that the radical left cares about the black people, they don't give a damn. The real racist whites, I guarantee you, are on the left. I'm not saying there ain't no real racist whites on the right or conservatives. They're there too, trust me. But right now, the racism begins to come out when you offend these people. He's straight up calling Dave Chappelle a lazy black guy. Okay, that's where we are now. He's straight up calling Dave Chappelle unoriginal. Not funny. Just destroying one of the greatest black comedians of all time. Destroying his credibility, destroying his success, destroying what he's built, destroying how far he's come. Why? Because these people don't give a damn. If you are black and you think wrong, you're out. That's what the white liberals do. They dictate what blacks can be successful and have a platform. They dictate what brown people or minorities can be successful and have a platform. Because if you say the wrong thing, you think the wrong thing, shadow banned, canceled, destroyed. Oh, but we care so much about the black people. No, you don't give a damn. Go home with your pink, stupid hair. And it's funny because this guy says that only white bigoted people like this comedy. Well, what about people like me? I'm not white. And I think this stuff is gold, hilarious. I love watching this stuff. It reminds me of the golden age of YouTube where I could just laugh at racism. I'm not a racist. I despise racism. I think we need to take it seriously. But Dave Chappelle made it into a joke where people looked at racism and was like, that's outdated. That's old. That's just, if you're a racist right now in the 2000s, what the hell are you doing? It's a joke. We're laughing at you. Get with the times. That's what Dave Chappelle did with his comedy. If you watch Dave Chappelle in his early days, all that racial stuff with the KKK, all that was just ripping on all that, making it look like a mockery. And it was hilarious. It was hilarious. To me, that was more effective than what the communists and the Marxists are doing. Claiming that there's a racist under every single rock and accusing everyone of being racist. And with the critical race theory, telling white people that just because you're the majority population in the country, by default, when you are born, white, blue-eyed, whatever, if your skin color is white, you are a racist. That's not effective. That pisses me off. And I'm not even white, son. It's evil. It's wrong. And at the same time, if you watch Dave Chappelle's special, he's ripping on white people. Ripping on them. Making fun of white people. Joking about white people. White women. That's what triggered them too. And if you've ever watched Dave Chappelle's comedy, that's something Dave has always done. Made fun of white people. He even says in the special, that throughout the years, it's obvious through his comedy that the people he rips on the most are not black people, are not gay people, are not brown people, white people. And if you've ever watched Dave Chappelle, especially in the early days, that's true. Dave Chappelle always makes fun of white people, and it's not in this aggressive way where he wants white people to be destroyed. It's just funny, bro. Take a joke. Just take a damn joke and move on with your life. Oh, how dare he say that? Oh my goodness, this is going to destroy my life. Oh my God. That's how the gays come out. That's how they react. It's just pathetic. It's pathetic. It's pathetic that America can't even take a joke now. So this led to some controversy. If you guys haven't seen, I guess I'll fill you in. Let's get this up. So Netflix actually suspended a trans staffer who criticized Dave Chappelle, his special, for crashing a meeting. Now, here are some details with this. Netflix has suspended 3 employees, including a transgender staffer who criticized Dave Chappelle's latest comedy special for allegedly attending a business meeting they were not invited to. So it was kind of like a inside company protest. All right? It would be like if you're working at, I don't know, a car dealership and you had a problem with the vice president and the president, or something happened that you didn't like and you decided to be disrespectful and just barge into an executive meeting and protest as if that was somehow gonna be beneficial for you. It'd get you fired. Okay, that's exactly what these people did. The streaming giant has launched an investigation into senior software engineer Tara Field, the 2 other workers, for crashing its quarterly business review meeting intended only for directors and vice presidents at the company, the Los Angeles Times confirmed Monday. Last week, Field was among multiple trans staff members who publicly condemned Netflix's decision to release Chappelle's The Closer, which included several transphobic and insensitive remarks. Who cares? Just don't watch it. But what did I say? These people, it is the speech that offends them, but they're scared. That's what they are. They're scared. It is absolutely untrue to say that we have suspended any employees for tweeting about this show, a spokesperson for the streamer said in a statement to the Times. Our employees are encouraged to disagree openly, and we support their right to do so. Trans TV writer Jacqueline Moore, a showrunner and executive producer of Netflix's Dear White People, also spoke out on Twitter against the Chappelle special and cut ties with Netflix. Good! That's America. You don't like something? Then go find somewhere else. It's as simple as that. It's just let companies be themselves. This is how you deal with people. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. They went on to say in a lengthy Twitter thread last week, Field denounced the anti-trans rhetoric performed by Chappelle and platformed by her employer. She said, I work at Netflix. Yesterday, we launched another Chappelle special where he attacks the trans community and the very validity of transness, all while trying to pit us against other marginalized groups. You're going to hear a lot of talk about offense. We are not offended. Then what the hell are you? What we object to is the harm that content like this does to the trans community, especially to trans people of color, and very specifically black trans women. Well, you got the Second Amendment. 2A up. That's what I'm saying. I mean, if it's that big of a problem. Let's take this down. You see, but what's funny about this and what people don't understand is they are proving Dave's point. The whole special, if you listen to it, is to prove what these people are reacting to, his point. They get triggered. They get aggressive. They start attacking. They want to take down a black man. They just come after him with absolutely everything they got. They can't take a joke. They can't take any truth. They're afraid. They complain about being vulnerable, like we're going to get so hurt. They're weak. It's true. He is having his point of his Netflix special proven. That this is a movement of people that cannot hear anything that they disagree with without burning down, metaphorically, the city, losing their minds, triggered. Why? How did we get to this point? While at the same time, Dave Chappelle she's right, He's not intentionally trying to pin black people against the LGBTQ community. He's just trying to get people to think that, I thought you guys cared about the black community. Why is it that our community isn't making as much progress as the alphabet people? You can speak out against a black man in America, but if you hurt a gay person's feelings, my God, you're done. It's true. This Netflix special, the reaction to it is proving his point to the T. Because he's coming out and he's saying things that are politically incorrect, and he says in the special, you guys can't handle anything, and that's a problem. Because someone says something that you guys disagree with, you immediately mobilize to destroy them. You guys are weak. That's a sign of weakness, not strength. And it's true. And it's funny because even they keep calling him transphobic, homophobic, this and that. When you listen to the end of the special, he ends with a pretty heartfelt story of a comedian that looked up to him, that he gave a shot, that was trans. And at the end of the series, he tells the story that she defended him on his last Netflix special. And the trans community did what? Destroyed her. Allegedly, it led to her suicide. The point of this special is you guys claim that there's this scary entity out there that's going to kill all of you when you guys kill your own. That's the point that Dave Chappelle was trying to make with the closer. And it just flew right over you guys' heads. Because your cancel culture is toxic as hell. And that's coming from you. That might be a little too much for people to, not you guys, not the viewers, but the woke tards watching. That might be too much for you guys to wrap your heads around. I understand that. But it's still true. It is still 100% true. So Dave's new special, so I played you guys that video earlier, right? That white liberal with pink hair. I don't know if he's trans, whatever, with the gigantic bags under his eyes. Who knows? He may do cocaine, fentanyl. I don't know. Who knows? Meth. We heard him say that only white bigoted people like this kind of comedy, and it's not funny, it's unoriginal, nobody likes it. These comedians just need to understand that they need to stop talking about what they don't understand, and it's not funny. Really? Is that true? Let's get this up. When you go to Rotten Tomatoes, Dave Chappelle's The Closer, don't pay attention to this one, because this one doesn't matter. The tomato meter. It's the audience score. Dave Chappelle's The Closer has a 97% audience score. You want to know why? Because people miss this kind of stuff. You want to know why? Because people love this kind of stuff. It's not because they're homophobic. It's not because they're transphobic. You can enjoy comedy that makes fun of different races. You can enjoy comedy that makes fun of stereotypes and not be a racist and just think that it's, wow, that's funny. And if you actually believe that, yeah, you're racist and that's kind of weird. But this is actually funny. 97% on Rotten Tomatoes. But the radical left wants to tell you that this black man, the most funniest, greatest comedian of our time, successful, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. They want you to believe that he's not funny, he's unoriginal, he should be canceled, and that he is lazy. He's a lazy black guy. That's what TikTok is saying, all the white liberals on TikTok with pink hair. But the reality is 97% Dave Chappelle audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. Just to bring that into perspective, Fauci released a documentary. Did you guys hear about this? Look at Dr. Fauci. Look at the difference. This tomato meter doesn't mean anything. This is pre-programmed. It's the audience score. 2% for Fauci. 2%. This is the establishment. This is what they do. Okay? This is how the hive mind tries to control through their algorithms and through their preset ability to put in their own analytics and statistics. Dave Chappelle, they're saying in the mainstream media, this is so horrible, transphobic, and evil. It's terrible. It's not even funny. 97%. The public thinks. 33%. Fauci's new garbage. Supposedly, Fauci's this god that everybody loves in the United States of America, the sexiest man on planet Earth. The damn guy's gonna have a movie soon. Who do you think would play Dr. Fauci? My God. 2% audience score. 2%. Why? Because no one gives a damn about Fauci. The stats speak for themselves. And we'll leave it at that. Let's take this down. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this transmission. We're going to do some super chats. If you guys would like to support the show, this is how you guys could support me. We're extremely deboosted on this channel. It's hard to monetize. We've been shadow banned. We've been throttled, obviously. So if you guys would like to support this show, support me right now. Drop a super chat right now. Ask me anything, whether it's Chappelle related, Fauci, whatever, doesn't matter. Just drop one right now, guys, and that's how you could support me. Or you can give a one-time donation. The link is in the description below through Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. The link is down there. Or you can give a one-time donation through Join the DH Alliance tonight for as low as $5 a month, or go cop a t-shirt. Like I said, guys, when you guys drop a one-time donation on Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, you guys can leave a little message and I'll read it from my phone live on air. So some people like to do that. So if you guys would like to do that, thank you guys very much. I truly, truly appreciate it, guys, because YouTube has definitely done a lot of damage to this channel. I wish there was another we might start using Odyssey. Rumble is extremely expensive to do some stuff on there. So we might be looking into that in the near future, because obviously it's like at this point it doesn't matter. I mean, 55,000 subscribers really don't mean anything on YouTube, at least for my channel anymore. So yeah, thank you guys very much. Okay, guys, let me see here. Do we have any? I think we have a couple. We have one right here. Give me a second. Let me pull this up. Yes, thank you. Yep. Shout out to the chat, guys. You guys are awesome, man. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. I appreciate it. And hear me go on my rants about Chappelle. Alrighty. Alrighty, we had a super chat from the last show from Tim Owens. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Tim said, thanks for being a man of God. Absolutely, God first. Always, 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 always. Just wanted to get that. Guys, if I ever miss a super chat, I will get to it the next show, even if it was from last week. So I will not leave you guys behind. Thank you guys so much for the support. We have another super chat from RJ Man, a $5 super chat. We salute you, RJ Man, with the $5 super chat. RJ says, Drew, will you do a live stream, a live review to Loza Alexander, Let's Go Brandon? It's only 2 minutes. Somebody else wanted to know, laugh out loud. Is it like a song? What is it? Let me see. Review. Let me see. They were talking about it in the chat. Really? Let me check this out. Give me 1 second. Is it like a music video that'll, oh, is it this? Oh, I think so. Let me see. I don't know if I can get this up. Let me see. Let me see this. Can you guys hear this? Pull this up. Can you guys see this? It should be. Is this what you're talking about? Wait, hold on, chat. Can you guys hear the audio? Drop me a yes. If you can hear the music. Yeah? Drop me a yes down and I need to see. Okay, you guys can hear the music? All right, here we go. Let's do this. All right, is it still up?
Yes.
All right, let me play this.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, let's go. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. You know what they saying, ho?
Okay.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
Ooh.
You know what they saying, ho? Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Hey, you know what they saying,
Okay, let's go. Where the bar's at?
you know what they saying,
Where the bar's at?
Hey, you know what they, yeah, you know what they, yeah, hey. And I say it with a passion.
Ooh.
As I pull off in the Aston.
Aye.
Don't nobody like his ass, huh?
Uh-huh.
To cover up and tell the people go Brandon.
Okay.
But we know what they saying, though.
Uh-huh.
You can hear the chant in every post.
Yup.
Don't nobody want this commie cause we not in China.
Uh-huh.
Everybody hated Trump and now they out to catch a body. That's
Ooh.
what they get for treating us like we in Squid Games. Green light mandate like he's insane. These times people waking up to everything. Go Brandon, but we all know what the saying mean. Let's go Brandon. You know what they saying, ho? Let's go Brandon.
Hey. Let's go, Brandon.
You know what they saying, ho?
Okay, we got verse 2. Okay, here we go.
Hey, you know what they saying,
I want to hear the bars.
Hey, you know what they, yeah, you know what they, yeah, hey.
Hey. What's the dance to this song? This is pretty lit. Triggered music. Make music great again. This guy's pretty fire. I'm not going to lie. Let's take it out. This guy's pretty fire. I'm not going to lie, you guys. It's pretty short. It's pretty fire. That's got me pretty lit. Hey, I'm a huge fan of hip hop. If it's on Apple, I will buy it. Yeah. That's pretty lit. It's pretty lit. This whole Let's Go Brandon thing, I'm not going to lie, man. Like, people have capitalized on it. And that's good. That's capitalism, man. You got to capitalize. But that song's pretty lit. I'm going to go work out right after this transmission. So I'm probably going to listen to that when I go work out because it's pretty lit. But Let's Go Brandon. That's stuck in my head now. Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. Hey. Dude, that was lit. That was lit. That was lit, dude. Oh yeah, dude. Imagine if Trump just like bumped that like at a rally. Just people like all the boomers would be like, oh, that's fire, dude. That's fire. That's fire. That dude's gonna blow up. I can tell you that right now. Yeah, I could already see it. What do you got, like 20,000 views? Yeah, that song's fire. All right, let's see. I think we got some more super chats, right? Yeah. Hey, thank you for that, RJ, man. That was pretty lit. Thank you for putting me onto that song. Let me see. Let me see. We have another super chat from Stephen Alley. $2 super chat. We salute you. Imagine if Saturday Night Live still had ambiguously gay duo skit. But that's what I'm saying. We can't have anything like that anymore, man. Like all that funny stuff, whether it's making fun of gays, blacks, Hispanics. I'm Hispanic, so chill out, YouTube. It like all of that stuff. White people, like it. Who cares? If it's funny, I just want to laugh, son. But we can't have that anymore because the cancel culture says no. You can't make fun of people. That's too offensive, and that's gonna hurt somebody. Well, why do you think we have the Second Amendment? Protect yourself, son. It's funny, isn't it? I don't know. It's ridiculous. But you're right. We can't have that stuff anymore. We can't. All that funny stuff. Just can't have it. Or you remember like when Adam Sandler, was it Adam Sandler, David Spade, and Chris, dude, I just lost his name. Farley. Gosh, how did I lose his name? Do you remember those skits they would do when they would dress as women? And like that's like, you can't do that anymore. Where they would dress as women and they would make fun of women dressed as women for being like ditzy and stupid. You can't get away with that stuff anymore, dude. And it's just like, it just sucks. It sucks. It sucks, man. But I guess if you're a communist, you're not allowed to have a sense of humor. It's just horrible. It's horrible. We have another super chat from Stevie Capone. What's going on, man, with the $5 super chat? We salute you, brother. Stevie says, and they wonder why we call them snowflakes. I really don't know how people can be so super sensitive and butthurt. It must be exhausting. Dude, it's so true. It's in everything. I don't know if you guys are Kanye West fans, but do you guys remember when Kanye West came out with his song Can't Tell Me Nothing? Wait till I get my money right. You guys remember that? And there's a lyric in there where Kanye's like, ooh, they so sensitive, right? Like he just didn't care, like would say whatever he wanted. And if you listen to Kanye now, if you listen to the recent Donda album, I think it's in, what song is it? I think it's Off the Grid, where he said, there's a lyric where now I caught it. I caught what he was saying. Cause like years ago, he was talking about how people are so sensitive, but he just says whatever he wants. But now in 2021, he's coming out and he says, how did you guys get so sensitive? Where's the lyric? It's in man, now that's going to bother me. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Or I just sound stupid? Am I speaking a different language to my audience? I might have this wrong, dude. I might have it wrong. The point I'm trying to make is times have changed so much where you can't say anything anymore. Where once people were praised for just saying what they wanted to say, but now they're being canceled for just being like open about anything. And it's sad. Man, I think I had, here it is. Yeah, let's get this up real quick. It's right here where Kanye says, he says, I was forgetting you. Now I remember, did what I want. I say what I want. And I thought you was with me. Like how you get so hold on. I was forgetting you. Now I remember, did what I want, say what I want. I thought you was with me, like how you get sensitive. I guess the point, let's take it down. The point I'm trying to make is like at one point, like people like Kanye, like just listen to my point here. You may not like Kanye, but someone like Kanye West was so praised in the culture because he was someone that just said whatever he wanted. And like he would mock people for it. Right? And now in 2021, when you listen to the Donda album, he's coming out and saying, how'd you guys get so sensitive? I thought you guys were with me. It's, you guys aren't, I mean, I love hip hop, man. I catch that kind of stuff. Even like when it's like albums later, it's just so sad that that's where we are now. It's just so sad that that's where we are now. And it sucks. It sucks. It sucks that everything is getting canceled. Everything is being just completely destroyed. Yeah, that song's pretty fire, dude. The song's pretty fire. I really liked it. Now I'm just ranting, but okay, where was I here? We have another super chat from Aaron Goodman. Aaron, we salute you. Thank you so much, Aaron. We appreciate it. Aaron says, do you think the United States will have rolling blackouts like in Europe and India this winter? It's possible. We're already seeing the supply chain being damaged. We're seeing in ports in New York and in LA, Los Angeles, those ports on the coast, ships are backed up. In some United States, we're already seeing some of the supplies restock on some of the shelves, not being restocked up to date. It could very well happen. I'll just say this. Everything Alex Jones was talking about and called a conspiracy theorist for is beginning to unfold. Look what you witnessed in 2020, right? People were panic buying because there was a shortage of certain things in the grocery store. That could very well happen. Look what happened to Texas earlier this year with the power grid. Went out. It could not sustain what happened with the weather. So things like that, I think what a lot of Americans don't understand is things like that can happen. It can happen. The United States could be attacked from a foreign entity, especially now. The United States could suffer from a national catastrophe, disaster catastrophe. Anything like that could happen. Look how bad shape the economy is in right now. And Biden, guys, the Democrats are spending, and some Republicans are allowing it, trillions, bro. We are already trillions of dollars in debt. The country is being spun down into a hole. And it's sad. We have another super chat from RJ Man. Another $5 super chat from RJ Man. We salute you. RJ Man says, we were discussing this before a moment. Have you ever had a mayonnaise sandwich? I always put mayonnaise in my sandwich. I don't know. Some people think that's weird. But whether it's a tuna sandwich, a ham sandwich, yeah, but a sandwich, I always put mayonnaise in my sandwiches. Some people think that's weird. Some people think it's weird that when you put mayonnaise in a hot dog. I do that too. Some people think it's kind of weird, but whatever. What do you guys think? All right, let's see. I think we have one more super chat. Oh, we have a few more super chats. Hold on, sorry. Let me refresh this. We have another super chat from Betty Boop 2020, a $5 super chat. We salute you. Now do high res. This is a war. Great song. I'll definitely listen to it tonight while I'm working out because I don't know if some of these songs are going to give me a copyright strike on the channel. But thank you, Betty Boop 2020. What is that? High res. This is a war. I love hip hop. I'm very picky with hip hop as well. So whatever you guys send my way, it better be good. I'll tell you that. Just saying. We have another super chat from Damazi626 with the $10 super chat. We salute you. Damazi is a frequent supporter of mine. Thank you so much, brother. Damazi says, hey, Drew, you're doing a good job. Just had to stop by and drop by 2 cents. Hey, thank you very much, man. I truly appreciate the support. You guys see the status of the channel, and we're trying the best we can to keep it alive. But you know how YouTube has treated us and continues to treat us. Shout out to all of you guys that supported me on InfoWars with Alex Jones last Friday. If you guys came and watched it or watched the replay on band.video, we have some more work coming up with him. So I'm excited for that. But thank you guys for the support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you guys for sharing the link. Yeah, we might try Odyssey. Just gotta mess around with it. Rumble is actually kind of expensive. We'd have to really build the platform, or like I said, donate monthly, and we might just shift over to Rumble, man. Because I mean, at this point, we'd probably be getting the same amount of views on Rumble and then build from there. So, Janice Ridgway says ketchup on eggs. Absolutely. I think I had that yesterday. I had ketchup on my eggs for breakfast yet, or not breakfast, for lunch. I don't eat lunch. I don't eat breakfast. I like to intermittent fast. Not religiously, but every single day. I don't eat breakfast. I eat lunch and I eat dinner. And I go burn all those calories off, and that's how you maintain. Just a little advice there. So, yes. Thank you guys very much. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight. I will see you guys tomorrow at the same time. So make sure to tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard. That's 7 p.m. Pacific time. That's 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here on the channel. Please hit the bell notification, guys, because it does give notifications every now and then. Share this video far and wide wherever you can. YouTube does not promote my content, so it's literally up to whoever is watching it to share this transmission, share the links, share wherever you can on Twitter, Getter, Parler, wherever you could post the link, guys. So thank you guys so much for tuning in tonight. Shout out to the DH Alliance and every single one of you guys that support me monthly. I will see you guys tomorrow. I hope you guys have a great Monday night and a great Tuesday tomorrow. So until next time, America, as always, stay free.